So as we become fully present to one another, and especially fully present to our speaker today, Sarah Bishop, who sent us her short biography in the email that went out on Friday. And Sarah says that she is a newcomer, relative newcomer, to meditation and contemplative practices. But she lives in the most beautiful part of Australia, the Blue Mountains, which I have visited, and a very contemplative space there, amongst all the tourists, I'm guessing, at times. So Sarah is a hospital chaplain, and I suppose in many ways, the need for your own contemplative space becomes very apparent when you're supporting patients and families and staff. And so providing meditation to them and other contemplative practices is very much part of that healing and wholeness, which is so important during a time of suffering. And during COVID, Sarah became involved with WCCM outreach into that addiction and recovery space. So many things to say about Sarah, but I think that her talk will offer much more of an insight into her and the gift that she is giving to those around her. So Sarah, I'm going to hand over to you and look forward to hearing all about the work that you're doing and are planning to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janet. It is lovely to be with you all this evening. It's evening here, morning there, and all sorts of times around the world. And I wanted to share with you today about an experience that I've had recently, where I spent about 6 weeks in the centre of Australia at a place called Campfire in the Heart, which is a contemplative retreat centre. And it was my first trip to this part of Australia. My background is a picture from that place. And I want to share with you just some of the experiences that I had. And I guess what I want to share with you particularly is from the reading that I've shared, that I've chosen for today, comes from an article by Father Lawrence. And in that article, he speaks about the place that Bonnevo is as a place of convergence with others in a common place of prayer as the frame for one's life, and that it's a joy that he wishes that he could share with more people. And that also is my intention and hope today, is as I speak to you about this place that was strange to me. And the title of this talk speaks about it being a place of paradox. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I've got some images and videos to share with you. I think that is shared now. And so ouch, this place is spiky. When can I come back? So we began our time of going to retreat by walking the labyrinth, and it has the most incredible labyrinth. It was a the beginning of our pilgrimage together. There was a group of us on retreat from all over Australia, and it was entering into a sacred space and a sense of the presence of the place. And it was unlike anything that I had experienced before. It was a time of giving one another space to be, giving up our schedules and our priorities and our expectations of elsewhere. As we walked, and with each step we gave up what we thought we knew, what we thought we wanted, what we thought we were going to get, and we let go of all of these things. It was an exercise in patience and in generosity with one another. I'll just share with you. We became open to the possibilities of the present moment, to the road ahead, to the mysterious promise and hope that was embodied in the golden dusk light, the crunch of the ochre dirt beneath our feet, and to the strange and abundant evening birdsong. A wonderful way to begin a retreat. What cannot be cured, like death itself, needs to be accepted and so graciously surrendered to, that we live and die with meaning. It was a time, as we entered into the retreat and into the place, to experience the vast and ancient beauty of the centre of Australia. A time of being surrounded, of being embraced, of being held. Contemplating fragments of life, breathtaking, a return to childlike wonder, the astonishing red ochres, the immensity of ancient trees, of endless skies, revealed variously at sunrise and through each day. The innocence of the blue, a never-ending cavalcade of greens, alive, fiercely and resolutely alive, stubborn and sublime. Life and death, so intimately present and entwined, close, not hidden beneath layers of frivolous distractions. So close, it hurt. I want to read to you now from my journal at the time, where we were sent out by our retreat leader out into the wilderness, out into the desert, which is right on the edge of Campfire. Wander out to the scrubby parts, apart to a quiet spot, surrounded by dry grass and a big old tree just nearby. Wind brushing around the place gently. Red sandy patch, still and safe, open to the deeper places. Wander into the landscape, allow the space to speak and be itself, be herself. Lie upon the ground, flat, at rest, held by the hard and the soft, warm and cool, still and moving, present, real, here. Dry and wet, tears fall upon the thirsty land. All is connected. God is in all and through all. I'm held. Every atom and molecule held by the space between all things. Every element held and known and loved, loved without favour, all part and parcel of the gift of life. Hello, ant. I name you Gush. A courageous ant comes to visit, curious, injured, yet continuously moving, life gushing forth relentless. Thank you, Gush. Sorry, Gush. May you be well. Ants increasing, ants swarming, grasping, biting, holding, taking. Gush stands patient. Life is gushing. Gushing over, gushing forth, gushing away. Thank you, Gush. Sorry, Gush. May you go well. Life flows on and ever on, relentless and glorious and eternal. Meaning is the connection with all we have loved in life and with the whole that we belong to as a small part, and yet also as a part that contains the whole. So we were led on retreat in a number of ways during the week. Sent out together into the landscape. We were sent to view with eyes of compassion. We were given instructions by our retreat leader, a lady called Celia Kemp, a fellow pilgrim, a local of the Alice Springs area, and skilled at seeing deeper. She guided us to become present to the space, to notice, to see with the eyes of the heart. One day we went to the center of Alice Springs. We met with people and shops and movement all around. Go out and notice, become present. 2 hours of being present. Precious time to see anew. Revelation. 2 separate worlds, together but separate, sliding by like water and oil. Eyes unseeing, ears unhearing, hearts encased in layers of pain and blame and shame. Could there be a different way? Heart awakened, eyes shedding scales. Perhaps oil and water, but maybe water and blood, not separate, but mixing and mingling. Together the pain felt and seen and released. Healing, deep healing, possible. Possible because we are becoming present. Truly, fully, wholly present. Another part of our retreat is the Wednesday night campfire. A central aspect of each week, an outworking of the vision and values of Campfire in the Heart. All are welcome. Come, share the light and warmth. A meal begins the time, brought by all who come, shared by all. Then time around the flickering fire. A question is put to the fire, placed before all. A reflection, a story, a memory invited. All are welcome. A precious space to share from the heart, to listen, to be heard, to express what really matters, what is most alive. A sacred space beneath the canopy of glistening leaves and the silent, starry sky. Together we are held. Healers are not merely technicians who see death as failure and suffering as an embarrassment. Like artists and teachers and timeless wisdom, healers help us see the sacred in all things, whether they hurt or delight, from the direct source of meaning. So I wanted to share with you this place, this amazing, surprising, difficult at times place. And to share with you my reflections from that time. Another entry from my journal. This one, as I was leaving. This morning, I'm feeling moved, emotional about the beauty and generosity of this place and time. I feel so blessed by the time here, the many experiences of deep connection with people who live here and have been so generous and welcoming of me, supporting and sharing the wisdom and hospitality and friendship, their time and resources. Such abundance and provision at all turns. My cup overflows. The meeting of so many new people here at Campfire, the guests that have come and enjoyed the magic of the sacred space, their contributions, their presence, and being part of the community of Campfire. Each one has given of themselves and been part of the gift of this time. So when we reach the limits of curing, we become healers. And the journey now, this is the road at the back of Campfire, leading into the wilderness. And I know that this has been possibly a strange presentation, not typical, and yet it represents the time that I spent at Campfire and the strangeness of this time. And my sense is that my time there has changed me in ways that I don't yet know. And yet I feel compelled to speak about it, to share with you the beauty of this place, the paradox of it, but also to share with you the disturbing nature of it in terms of what comes next. And so I was reflecting as I finish with, how is this a spiky place? It seems amazing. It seems full of community. It seems full of revelation, full of insight, full of wisdom. So where is the discomfort? Where is the danger? Where is the disquiet? Well, it seems that I brought it with me when I turned up at Campfire, as I walked the labyrinth, as I sat at the fire with other pilgrims. I brought the discomfort with me, the danger, that which separates me from the beauty and truth and love. I found that right there with me was the noise, the busy, the clutter and the distraction. I brought the mess, the evasion, the deception, the hiding and avoidance. I brought the distance from myself, from others, and from God. And in that desert place, I was given the glorious gift of seeing more clearly. I was given the gift of space and time. I was given the gift of choice, whether I wanted to remain in that place or whether I wanted to venture forth into a new way, taking with me the gifts of the place into my existence back here in the Blue Mountains, seemingly far away from the desert, and yet not. I wanted to leave you now with one last video of time just being present, which I know when it's on a video it's not quite the same, but I still would like for you to experience just a few moments of this time. And so it is my great privilege and pleasure to share Campfire in the Heart with you in this small way, and to invite you that if you would ever like to attend, to come along to Campfire, that you are more than welcome, that it is available and a place of retreat for anyone that would like to come. So I share the gift with you, and thank you for being able to share with you today.
Sarah, that was so beautiful. And I think that gift that Judy and Paul are very involved in as well, Campfire at the Heart. I want to go. And I think what you've brought to us is the most extraordinary retreat moment. Every aspect of what you were sharing was God-given. So thank you. And ouch, this place is spiky. But you then said, when can I come back? And I think that many of us would love to come back with you in spirit, if not in presence, physical presence. And you helped us enter into a space, giving up what we thought we might be expecting from our speaker and being given something so much more, so much about your own gentle offering, opening up to the possibilities of the present moment, which is what you've just given us. A moment in our day. So thank you for taking us on that journey. And a phrase that you use, to view with the eyes of compassion. And that word is so very precious to us all in the contemplative world. Compassion. So thank you, Sarah. And I know that there's lots of comments coming your way in the chat. And just to let you know that Mary, who helps us at Benedict's Well, Mary gifts you those chats by copying them all and sending them to you. So if you missed some of them, you'll have the time to reflect on them in your own time. So let us just end with a closing prayer. May the divine assistance be always with us and with our absent brothers and sisters. And with thanks to Sarah again, and to Julia and Mary, and I would say especially Judy and Paul, who are very involved in this campfire at Alice Springs. And I hope that we get to hear more of that place where we are very present. And also not forgetting Alan, who is always present in the videoing. So over to you, Julia.
Thank you, Janet. And thank you to everyone who's taken part this morning, but an extra special thank you to Sarah for that wonderful, wonderful presentation. Yes, I would like to go there too. And don't forget, everybody, if you would like to just experience that again, it is on YouTube, and you are able to get the link. So if you would like that, please do get in touch, and I'm very happy to send you the link, because it was really a beautiful experience. I don't want to move. I think I'm still there. Anyway, it is time to look forward, and next week we have Father Lawrence talking to us. I'm not sure quite yet of what he will be speaking about, but we know it will be very good. So I look forward to seeing you all again next week. And in the meantime, God bless and have a very good week.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Mary. Stay safe, everyone. See you.
God bless everyone. God bless. That was so beautiful.
God bless.
Thank you.
Farewell. Thank you, Sarah.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.